I want to talk about immigration, and this was going to connect, I think, a few of the major stories that are happening. But it really starts with Minnesota, where I think the news cycle in Minnesota right now is going well for President Trump. And I think that the more we learn about the shooting of Renee Good, the more it looks like the ICE agent was the one who was actually being tormented by agitators, professional agitators in all likelihood. And the media's spin has not only been irresponsible, I think perhaps it could be illegal. They could be potentially legally liable for defamation. But we get some new footage that emerged late on Friday into the weekend. I think it's important to set some of this up for some of you. So let's play cut 10 first, guys. So you're seeing the officers try to get into the car, and then you're seeing that the car try to speed away. And again, it's inconclusive if the car is just trying to get away or trying to ram.
That second one harder to see.
This is not some sort of
it's from
incident
across the street.
where we're seeing any sort of level of panic. There's no panic that's taking place, which is something that I had posed as perhaps one of the possible explanations. But no, this is very under control. Now, this is the big one. This is the one that came out right after you got off the air on Friday. It was kind of heartbreaking. This happens when you have a show at a set time, right after the show. But it's important to see it here, and I'm going to give you my take on it. This is cut 11. So there's Renee Good. She's smiling in her large car, Honda Pilot SUV.
It's okay. We don't change our plates every morning, just so you know. It'll be the same plate when you come talk to us later. That's fine.
Okay,
U.S.
pause.
citizen.
So you see, this is her partner who is holding up a camera. She's filming on her phone. And she's very animated, highly aggressive, belligerent even, and very pleased to be out there. And remember that they were leading the protest, according to an eyewitness, and they were overtly had pursued the ICE agents and trying to obstruct a ICE law enforcement operation. That's why they were there. And any doubt that this is some person who was lost, just trying to head home or something like that, no. She was there agitating. And you can see it from the body language and from the disposition of both of them, in particular, her partner or wife, is it? Whatever it is. She's in a strange lesbian marriage, whatever it is. So let's continue with the rest.
No, it'll be the same plate when you come talk to us later. That's fine. U.S. citizen. You want to come at us? You want to come at us? I say go get yourself some lunch, big boy.
Okay, pause. So go get yourself some lunch. Big boy taunting, fat shaming. I thought fat shaming was frowned upon, guys. I mean, isn't that? I thought the left was supposed to be nice to people. So, and so we're seeing the footage. This is the footage from the ICE agent who shot Renee Good. So this person is being taunted by someone who's obstructing the operation. Why? Remember, why? To protect Somali fraudsters. That's the whole point. The illegal aliens there, primarily the ones who are being targeted by ICE, the reason why there's a increased ICE presence was because of the revelations about Somali fraud. Let's play the rest.
Go ahead.
Out of the car. Get out of the car. Get out of the car.
Oh! She yells at her, get out of the car. You certainly hear contact between the officer and the car. And now, was she gunning it to get away? You hear the spouse yelling, drive, drive, drive. So was she saying drive to run him over and kill him? I don't know. Was she saying drive to get away? I don't know. But what I do know is that obviously this shooting was justified, and that's crystal clear now. So anyone who said it was a murder, should be illegal. That's libelous. It's slanderous. So I hope there are lawsuits that go on. And just because you can't convict people in the court of public opinion in the 24/7 news cycle, in the days of Meta and X the Everything app and TikTok, you can't just convict people publicly, particularly people who are in law enforcement, because that makes us a lot less safe as a country. And that's what was the talking point going around. And the lies about it continue. We've got some clips. This is Ilhan Omar. Let's play cut 3, please.
If they are saying that he has 10 years on service and is trained, he should know that you shouldn't be trying to get in front of a moving car. And
They get in front of a moving car, but the car had backed up. It had reversed. The car was not driving forward, and they were trying to, you could see from the very start of the footage, those of you who are watching on the feeds or on the Salem News Channel, you can see that the agents were trying to get in the car immediately. They're trying to get into the car at the very beginning of the clips, and Renee Good and her strange spouse were deliberately trying to cause problems. Very important. Okay, this debate continued on CNN between Jake Tapper and Kristi Noem. Let's play cut 9.
All due respect, Secretary,
the first thing you said was, quote, what happened was our ICE officers were out in an enforcement action. They got stuck in the snow. Correct. Because of the adverse weather that is in Minneapolis. They were attempting to push out their vehicle, and a woman attacked them and those surrounding them and attempted to run them over and rammed them with her vehicle. That's not what happened. We all saw what happened.
It absolutely is what happened. Those officers had been out in enforcement action. A vehicle had been stuck. They had come to help get that vehicle out. That's when this individual started blocking traffic for minutes and minutes.
You said that the woman attacked them and surrounded them and attempted to run them over and ram them with her vehicle.
Blocked the road for a long time and was yelling at them and impeding a federal law enforcement investigation. And that's what you need to focus on, Jake, is they were breaking the law by impeding and obstructing a law enforcement operation.
It's just amazing because Noam has all the facts here, and Jake Tapper is just defending lawlessness. And this is what's going to make America less safe. Not only is it going to make us less cohesive, less happy, but when we lose the sense of truth, and this is the whole thing. So what I'm trying to do for you on the show, and where I feel like I can really help all of you and hopefully connect with you on this, is that I'm trying to make this show a spot where you can trust me to filter this stuff for you, to curate for you, to get you the real information. And Jake Tapper's not doing that. He's just lying. It's just a flat out lie. That why is he posing these arguments? It's not devil's advocate arguments. Kristi Noem's facts are solid. He's completely obstructing an operation of trying to just enforce the laws and instead defend Somali fraudsters. And we may learn that she, and if it wasn't her, there's other people like her who are getting paid to do this stuff, paid protesters. We've had footage out there, people admitting they're getting paid to show up at these things. And yet, because the Democrats, it resonates with people politically, they lean into it. Nonstop talk of murders. Nonstop acting as though ICE was the ones who were irresponsible. We need legislation so ICE can't wear masks. So they get doxxed and they can have their lives been made miserable by the activist left. I alluded to this clip on Friday's show, but we got the audio now. I want to play cut 8, please. This is the city of Philadelphia Sheriff Rochelle Bilal. Check this.
No law enforcement professional wears a mask. None. So I'm with the DA, and we will work with them. If any of them want to come in this city and commit a crime, you will not be able to hide. Nobody will wish you off. You don't want this smoke, because we will bring it to you. And the fake, whatever they call them, because I can't say the name, but the criminal in the White House would not be able to keep you from going to jail.
It's just remarkable. It's basically insurrection. It's almost secession. Talking about arresting federal law enforcement because why? They're trying to enforce our laws, restore law and order. I have a whole chapter on this in Breaking the Law, my latest New York Times bestselling book. The left does not care about law and order. They don't like law and order. Think about the math here. They have a politics uber alles approach. Politics above all else. The most important thing in their life is winning politically. And when you start cracking down on fraudsters, then you're alienating a voter base.